Hey everybody, welcome to Dirk Weekdays. And who is in the studio but my very BFF girlfriend ever, Emmett's wife, Oisin's sister-in-law, the incomparable Dana O'Malley. Say hey everybody.
Hi everyone. Great to be here.
Let's start off with a bang. Andrew Wolkovich, you are such a legend, you crazy motherfucker. 50
Sweet.
Canadian dollars, working till 5:30. Everybody, please send some love and support. Don't forget to upvote and subscribe as well as share. Dirk, get the lady a drink on me and grab yourself one, please. You know what? We're having a bit of, we always joke about how we don't like Veuve Clicquot, and we're drinking it because it was in my refrigerator. So here,
what was available?
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
We just opened up a bottle of champagne. Why don't you all join us? And before anybody says anything, where are your champagne flutes? We're drinking out of Waterford Crystal, so suck it. Which was a Christmas present from you like 10 years ago.
It was.
Yeah. And it was funny, the same year I sent you Waterford Crystal.
You did. We were on the same
What the
wavelength.
fuck was that about?
I don't know. We just know
What
each
kind of
other that
sense
well.
does that make? I was like, I don't know what to get them.
Waterford, of course.
Actually, Carrie was the one that said Waterford because she's got every pattern of Waterford there is.
Shock me.
And then I was trying to figure out, and it was yours though were like the fancy ones. Mine were like probably the made in Poland ones. Who knows? Because like everything here is made in China. For a time in Ireland, everything was made in Poland. Don't know why. Everybody hearing Dana okay? Because, I had to set up the studio just a little bit different. She's got a brand new set of Yamaha headphones, which I fucking love, by the way. Yamaha.
Did I get the fancy ones?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, my God.
A lady deserves the best. I actually have another set of the exact same headphones that I stepped on. I bought these and I bought those at the same time. Like two and a half years ago, we were doing drums for the Hitman record, and my drummer said, I don't have headphones. I said, oh shit. So I went and I got a bunch of headphones. And I was like, oh, these sound great. And then crunch. Like the first day. But here's the best part. They immediately gave me a refund because they said, oh, it must be a manufacturer's defect. And I said, no, I stepped on them. Like, oh, don't worry about it. Because I had a history at Guitar Center. And they were like,
customer service.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's
I don't know
awesome.
what it is. But I didn't go and buy another set of headphones until yesterday. So there's that.
So they're virgins.
Andrew's here. He's working until 5:30. Well, we're on at 6 o'clock. So one yourself, typos. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Franco Fiore says, upvote for Dirk, please. And Dana, thank you so much. It's a Thursday night. We are going out to dinner afterwards because she's in town. Cheers, Slancha. And yeah, so, when she comes into town, we try to get as much of her as we can. Ray says, you're late because Dane is doing her hair. No, I said, no, it's turkey nap time because I took an afternoon nap because I made soup.
I was ready to come at 5, just so we know.
I was ready at first call. Who knows what movies that's from? I sound like a Sheen, right?
Yeah.
Who knows what movie that's from?
I'm not me. I'm a girl.
Here's another movie that Oisin O'Malley refuses to watch, and it's a masterpiece. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. You've seen it,
Is
right?
it a master? I haven't seen it.
Do you know what it is? It's the directorial debut of Tim Edward Scissorhands. Tim Burton.
Really?
His directorial debut. Tim Burton's directorial. Batman. That guy.
I had no idea.
Yeah. It's genius.
I'll watch it again.
It's genius. Mr. Bad Gas says, hey. Jim Lassick, the incomparable Jim Lassick, who sends me amazing emails, amazing photographs. All things Jim Lassick, we love it. We love it. We love it. Dave F451. Welcome, Miss Dana. Well, yeah, it's so nice to have her around. Oh my God, $50 from Nathaniel Hannon. Okay, so as with everything in baking, there's a problem. So I did say I was going to bake Nathaniel's banana bread, which I hate banana bread.
Yeah.
Gross, don't like it.
It's delicious.
I don't don't like it. Not my thing. I like bananas. I don't like bananas when they're cooked and made in things. I don't like it.
Wait, you like bananas?
Like I could eat a banana. It's one of the only fruits I can eat.
Yeah, Dirk doesn't like fruit. I don't know if everybody knows
hate
that.
fruit. I think fruit is vile. I told them about my melon syndrome.
That's like your arch nemesis.
I just can't even think about melon when it happens. But if I smell melon,
that's like my favorite.
I think I know where it comes from. It took me a while to figure it out. When I was 16, I got a summer job doing this thing for Summer Fun Natural Ices, where I would take a cart. I would go to a garage. It was gross. go to a garage, and there'd be all these carts, and this guy would come by, and we'd fill up the carts with natural ices. It was totally not natural. And we take the carts around. This is a really long time ago, because you know what? I remember buying Iron Maiden Peace of Mind when it was brand new on cassette, and I was listening to it in front of Black Rock, which is CBS, Columbia Records and CBS. And so when I got into the garage, it smelled like rancid melon.
Oh,
I think psychologically, that's what happened to me.
so you have trauma.
I have
around
trauma.
melon.
But if somebody cuts open a cantaloupe, I mean, I have to seriously hold on to something, because I will collapse in fear of whatever kind of Borg shit is going on in there with its striations and all this kind of creepy shit.
See, I can't do bananas. That texture.
Oh, you don't like bananas?
No, I like banana. I like banana bread. I like it
Ugh.
baked, but I don't like a banana. Ugh.
That's interesting. So back to the banana bread. Turns out all the bananas in my neighborhood were like the furthest thing from ripe.
Just all green.
So I bought a bunch of bananas and I put them in a bag, a paper bag, because you cannot make banana bread until the bananas are brown.
They so true. Yeah.
I didn't know. How would I know that?
Yeah.
How would I know such a thing? Heavy Driver says, this Dana lady seems like an under the radar type. I don't know what that means. Are you under the radar?
I don't know what that means either. I don't
That's
think
the problem with champagne. I want more.
this is what more looks like.
Yeah. It's so funny because like old Italians, or as you know, people, I'm not Italian, but I married one. So here, old Guineas like to drink wine and things out of like little beakers.
Emmett likes.
Emmett does too, because
Yeah.
he spent 5 years living in Italy and speaks the language and all that.
And
stuff.
not stemless. That's something different.
No, I understand.
No,
No,
it
he
has to
wants a
be-
little. He wants
yeah.
like an old jelly jar.
Yeah.
He wants. Yeah, that's what Paul wants
Yeah.
too. He wants just like one of the old little beakers, not a fancy.
Or like the old.
This is like a $300 glass of. I don't know. I can only imagine what you paid for these fucking things.
I don't remember.
If you got hit in the head with it, though, you'd die.
True.
It's heavy.
Before we started serving massive servings of everything. You know the like little orange juice cups that you would get at a diner.
Absolutely.
That's what to drink wine out of.
But not the ones that are tinted like brown, right?
No, that's water glass.
You know when you used to go to a diner and the glasses would be like kind of amber.
Mm-hmm.
That always struck me as odd.
It's a weird choice. And when did they all agree on that?
When did they it was a consortium,
Right, of diners, and they
Of
said,
diners.
guys, you know what
I
we're
think
gonna
it's
do?
because the water wasn't like nice and clear.
Ugh.
I'm just saying. Ray says, "Great hair, great Dana." Yeah, Dana looks
Oh,
absolutely
thanks.
gorgeous tonight.
It
Yeah.
took me till 6 to do it.
No,
so.
it did not. Mark Wild is here. Good evening. Looking forward to the show. It's a free-form show tonight. It's all about you. It's all about Dana. And I'm just going to sit here. Sam Led Consulting. Dana taking on Manhattan. Listen, you know what's so funny? She took an Uber here, literally by subway. Because she sent me her tracking, which is, I mean, technically you're a millennial, right? Technically.
Yes, technically. I'm on the back
She
end of
doesn't
the
behave.
front
She
end.
doesn't behave like a millennial in any way, shape, or form. However, she took an Uber, and she sent me her Uber tracking. And I was like, "You lived in this town, bitch."
I know. For context, I live 2 blocks away from you, and
Not
I still
even.
And from Midtown, I took a 35-minute Uber. I would have been here in 7 minutes had
Because
I
it
taken
said
the train.
37 minutes. I went 37 minutes to get to where? If I got on the train right now, I'd be there in 8 minutes. You have not been on the subway in how long? Really? Like at all?
No, I think I've been on it once or twice since I left.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
I know. Well, the work pays for my Ubers, so why not sit and play solitaire?
Oh, okay. I don't know how to play solitaire.
Really?
I have no idea. I grew up in a house full of kids. I never had to play solitaire.
I guess. All right, that's fair.
Cantaloupe. And that looks like you spelt it right. Honeydew
Yes.
melons gross me out. Yeah, they're the worst of the worst. Out of all the melons in the world, cantaloupe and honeydew.
Did you just have to swallow down
I
a
did,
gag?
because I got a lump in my throat when I said the word cantaloupe. Blah. Melly C says, "Good day, Dirk and Dana." Good day.
Hi.
Carolyn Martin, I drank out of Flintstones jellyware me whole life. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Flintstones jellyware.
Yep.
Any kind of, like my friend Mary Ryan lives up in Vermont, and she makes her own jams and jellies. And
That's what you do in Vermont.
Yeah, that's what you do in Vermont. And she sends me these things in these little tiny bicchieri, the little cups. And Paul says, "Don't get rid of those," because he wants to drink out of them.
Yeah, of course.
Which is crazy. Nathaniel Hannon emptying his pockets out tonight for the eye bashers. If you put bananas in the freezer for some hours, they'll be ready after they thaw.
I was going to say that.
Great tip. You know what I'll do? After the show, I'll take them out of the brown paper bag and I'll put them in there. And then tomorrow's show with the big guy, you know, Friday Night Bashers, the Mayhem, the Crazy, but tonight might be the Crazy Mayhem. I will do that. I'll put it in the freezer. Thank you. Andrew Wolkowicz says, get Paul an old mason jar. I have mason jars. He doesn't like them. They're too big.
Yeah, they're too big.
He likes the little ones. The ones that they're a little bit smaller than this.
Yeah.
I'm already getting a buzz off this.
Are you? I'm still drunk from last night.
She came over last night. She brought 3 bottles of wine. One of them was a Baron Philippe de Rothschild. It was the what was it? Should I get it?
Sure.
All right. You
well, no, don't leave me alone. I'm not a pro at this. I don't know what to
just talk to the people. They're very kind. They're nice and kind. Anyway, there were 3 bottles of wine. One of them was the first one was a Pauillac, and it was one of Baron Philippe de Rothschild's like 3rd tier, like, you know, there's all the Rothschild wines, and there's the second ones. It was like one of the thirds, and there's a bunch like the Nathaniel, and this one was exceptional. Beyond, it tasted like first growth Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Then the girl in the wine store recommended a Grave that was just
it
was very earthy. It was very dark. It was very
alcohol-y.
It was alcohol. It was a little high. We like the lower alcohol stuff.
13.5 is
13
and below.
Yeah, 13.5 and below. This was 14.5?
14.5, yeah.
That's California fruit bomb. Punch you in the face, drop dead. No, thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we opened up the third one, which was Lynch Bage's second wine, and we didn't drink it.
No.
I had to seal it up, and it's sitting there right now, and I'm either going to make mushrooms out of it or something.
Well, that'll be delicious.
I know.
Yeah, I just can't drink like I used to. Turned 40 and it's all over.
When you guys left town, we stopped drinking. It's kind of the truth, though.
Life ceased.
They left town, but during the pandemic, to be fair, we were doing nothing here. We just sat on the deck and we just drank Barolo. I got 2 cases of Barolo, and we just drank Barolo almost every night.
Well, yeah, you guys drank every night, which was brand new to me. I'd never seen that before. But also, we all would FaceTime.
Yeah, every night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because we were FaceTiming with you. That's why we drank every night.
Yeah. All right. Right.
I lost all of my alcohol buddies when they left town. I lost my whole social life.
Oh,
it's true. I go past your house with reverence, and I take pictures of it a lot and send them to you.
I know, and it makes me sad each time.
It's weird because where they used to live is like just off the main drag, and there's the Al Qaeda fruit cart that's there. Hey, Topster, come on in. We know you want part of this, but no. To be honest with you, there's a fruit cart there that's open at like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's definitely a front for something.
I want the fresh melon.
Right.
Remember that? That's an actual term.
I didn't know that.
No, somebody told me, who will remain nameless in the neighborhood, when you went up to them and said, I want the fresh melon. That meant you want the drugs.
You have confirmation that it is a front.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. But it's just weed, though. It's not like heroin or coke or anything.
It's not like kilos over there.
No. It's weed.
Oh.
He sells weed.
Can't you buy it here now? Why?
Well, you can now. I mean, right across the street, there's a weed store.
That seems counterintuitive.
Did you see the weed store? You didn't come out of the subway.
Yeah.
You got out of your limousine. So I don't smoke pot, never did. I hate the smell of it. And you cannot walk down the street in New York City without being stuck in a plume of marijuana smoke.
Bad.
And I'm not a square for all you huffers and puffers, and I don't give a shit. I'm cool. I don't give a shit. I've always thought that pot's not a drug, and I don't give a shit. But I think protocol and etiquette should come into play. I think people need to be a little bit more respectful. Remember those signs? Don't smoke cigarettes within 500 feet of this building.
Yeah.
Well, the same should be true for the pot people, because I can't walk down the street with the pot people. The pot people. They it's just so everywhere. It's in the subway. Like, I'm on the subway platform and somebody's smoking a bowl. And because it's like, it's legal now, we'll do whatever we want. Yay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not legal.
It's not nice. Mr. Bad Guess says, was Gallagher smashing melons your hero? No, he wasn't. JT Harry and the ones at Pizza Hut were red. What is he talking about?
Oh, those cups. They were. Was that just Pizza Hut or was that like pizza places? They were a plastic kind of dark red, yet
Were they tall?
they were like that big, somewhat translucent, but like not totally because they were hiding the really bad water, weren't they?
Can I make a confession?
What?
I have never been in a Pizza Hut.
Oh my God.
I mean, I live in New York City and I've been elsewhere, obviously, but even we used to own a house out on the north end of Long Island. Long story fiasco. And there was like Friendlies, which sucks. Oh God, I got food poisoning at Taco Bell like 20 years ago. I'd never eat Taco Bell ever again.
I mean,
I had the Mexi Melt, the most innocuous thing in the world.
That's my favorite, which they've taken off the menu.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All it is a by the way, you want to make a Mexi Melt, go get the Mission tortillas, the flour tortillas that are widely available in every market. Put some kind of like American based cheese. It is. It's Jack. It's Jack cheese.
Jack. That's totally different.
Jack cheese is mellow cheddar, which is
American.
American cheese.
No, American's different.
You know what? I love American cheese.
So do I.
I absolutely love it.
I
always have it in my house.
It's the only cheese for a grilled cheese, in my opinion.
Actually, Kraft singles or Velveeta singles are even better.
No, that's sorry. I'm from Wisconsin. That is American cheese.
You're not Boar's Head sliced thin?
No, you know who is? Ella, my daughter, my 16-year-old going on 36-year-old daughter, refuses Kraft singles. Ugh. Get the white
trash.
White? Yeah, she wants the white American.
You know when people want white American, I just want to beat them. I want to take the Milgauss and fucking bash them and go bah. I want to eye bash them.
Well,
like, oh my God, it's so much more natural. I like natural cheese.
Is it?
I'm sure it's FD&C number 3 yellow.
You think so?
Probably.
They're adding.
Probably.
Why are they offering both? Why not just like
people like? There's a big difference between. There's absolutely no fucking difference between the taste.
Yeah, there's not.
And also, actually, there is. White sucks.
That's not true. I like white.
Do you like white sliced American cheese?
Yeah, I like Kraft singles better.
I don't know that I like that. Okay, this is not true. Sam Led Consulting. Sam Led Consulting. You have your own fucking slogan, brother. Your own jingle. Do you know that? That's how much I love you.
You should record it.
I might. Dana is a Californian like me, so we don't take public transportation. Oh my God. She's not a Californian. She is a New Yorker she originally comes from Wisconsin. And you know cheese.
I do know cheese.
I mean, if any American knows cheese.
Yes.
It's you.
It's me.
It's you.
I don't drink milk though.
I don't drink milk. What am I, a baby?
I know some people do.
Blah.
Like there are adults out there who have like a little glass of milk. Yeah.
Blah.
Oh wait, no, I'm lying.
Are these men who have like large breast milkmaid fascinations? That's out there.
I'm sure it is. I know it is.
Right before the stream, she's in her limousine on the way to the studio. She sends me a clip of a woman.
Do you not know who that is?
Should I?
Yes. Okay, go on.
Is it Hilaria Baldwin?
No, go on, and then I'll fill in
I looked at it briefly because I was setting up the technical shit. About a woman who got fired from her job as a teacher because she told them about her OnlyFans account.
It was, I don't know if she posted it or a fan did, but somebody posted her OnlyFans account, her or a fan, on like open social media. I don't know if it was like Twitter.
So what age were these kids? Did it say? Were they in high school?
I didn't get that
preschool
far. I didn't get that far.
So first of all, they know the concept of OnlyFans. They know what that means, right?
Well, I mean, hopefully not.
I saw her pictures. I was like, va va voom. Why is it always the ugly people that show their cooch?
I cannot believe that now I have to fill in the rest of the story. So
God,
the person,
you're live.
The person is Rachel Dolezal. I think that's how you say her last name. Do you remember she was was part of or like president of the NAACP?
And is it the one who pretended to be black?
Yes.
Oh, is it her?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm black.
It's
Didn't
crazy
you know that?
She gets
I'm black Irish.
She gets like perms and things.
To get that nappy look, to look more authentic. Is that what she does?
I mean, people believed her for years.
Well,
but
because she
now
identifies as black. Now, is
she
that a thing?
she
Is that a thing?
identified.
Can if you don't have a drop
No.
of I don't know what even the technical correct word is, Afro-American or Afro indigenous.
It gets the point across.
Even if you don't have a drop of that, can you identify as such?
Absolutely not. No.
What do you identify as? What are your pronouns?
God, here we go with the pronouns.
Let me get to some things here because I don't want to miss out because I've got a guest in the house and I never do, and she's my BFF, so we just talk about everything and we just get sidetracked and all that stuff. Flutes help save your champagne bubbles. Cheers! It's the incomparable Jim Blastic, $4.99.
But you're actually not supposed to do that. A flute is the wrong. Well, depends who you ask, but a flute is the wrong vessel. What are the a coupe? Coupe. That's the correct vessel, which gives you.
Coupes are back, by the way.
They are back. They're pain in the ass to hold, though.
I think they look sexier. It looks like the Playboy Mansion.
1000%.
It totally looks like after. Anybody ever see Playboy? Did you ever see Playboy After Dark?
Oh yes, I did.
So Hugh Hefner, the founder of Playboy magazine. This is why the world sucks now, because we're all so. Oh my God, that's not wrong. You can't do that. He ran a beautiful magazine called Playboy, which had like Norman Mailer and Patty Chayefsky interviews and scientific breakthroughs and a couple of nudes, beautifully photographed nudes. Okay, are we also prudish? But anyway, he used to do the show called Playboy After Dark, which was supposed to be in Hef's penthouse, and he'd have like John Coltrane and Miles Davis or Deep Purple. All these artists would like do a set.
Yeah.
And it would be all Sammy Davis Jr. and Frank Sinatra, all these people in impeccable after six tuxedos and beautiful gowns, Balenciaga, all the shit, and they'd be drinking champagne, always in a coupe. Always in a coupe.
Yeah.
I've never liked. I have a small little number 2 nose. When you go to the plastic surgeon, I have like the little one.
What?
It's the big joke when I was in high school. All the girls with the big schnozzes go, "Who did you nose?"
Wait, but why a number 2?
Because there's numbers. There were then. There were numbers of like what style you want. So
like one of those emotion charts. Like, tell me which one you're feeling.
I don't know, but apparently she goes, "Is that who did it? Dr. Levine, right?" And I went, "Nah, what? What are you talking about?" I'm Irish. But some Irish people have the biggest noses I've ever seen in my entire life.
There are big.
So that's a load of shit.
Yeah.
And how did I get off that track? Blah 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 blah. Oh, like Paul's got a very big nose. He's Italian and Croatian, so he's got a big nose. So
does he?
Paul's got a big nose. I like a big nose.
I can't.
I do. Big nose.
Big nose.
Big nose, big blank. Fine. So when you have a big proboscis, right? Is that the technical word, right?
Sure.
It's hard to drink out of a flute. Very hard to drink out of a flute.
Well, I guess it also depends on your lip. Like this.
I'm very jealous about what is this called here? This mustache.
I don't know.
Guys who have the really big ones so they can grow the big mustache. I think it's really great. Public transportation. Andrew Wolkovich. Public transportation scares me. Been driving myself for years. I've never had a driver's license. Come to New York City. I'll take you on the subway. We might even meet Pizza Rat if we're lucky. Dean says, "Never mind, Dirk. I made a rhubarb crumble with custard." Oh, orange. You don't like rhubarb?
Oh
no.
No.
Divorce.
I know. I do.
I'm Irish. Rhubarb is part of our world.
I know.
I love strawberry rhubarb pie. Strawberry, not strawberry. Strawberry. Melly C says, "I'm allergic to melon." I'm with you, baby. I wish that was my excuse.
Allergic.
Sam Led Consulting at Dean. Oh, my love rhubarb pie. Me too. Dean says, "Sam at Dirk is not the only baker in that." I've got competition.
I bake as well.
Yeah, you bake like a motherfucker. You definitely do.
The lemon cake.
Whoa.
The lemon cake. I make this lemon
She makes
drizzle
this
cake.
fabled lemon cake. And also, we have a very fancy supermarket here ever since the neighborhood went, through the roof. And they sell a lemon cake, which is nowhere near yours.
Does it scratch the itch, though?
I mean, almost. But I go in there every single time I go in there looking for it. They never have it.
No.
I'm like, where's the lemon cake?
Sold
And
out.
it's just coconut cake everywhere. And she's like, try coconut cake. I'm like, you
I'll
know what?
die.
I'll die. I'd rather stay on this planet right now than have that. I'm anaphylactically allergic to coconut. And if I get any in my mouth,
Yeah, you
witnessed it in London.
Yeah.
We went to the fabled that was the same trip, right?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
We met our friend Spence. Spence, if you're watching, if you even know about the show, cheers. Amanda Spencer, she's one of the most incredible fucking people I've ever known.
Great
Right?
crack.
She's the best crack ever. She was living. Oh shit!
There he is.
I'm jealous.
He couldn't resist the
The party's
enticement.
happening without me. Hold on, can I make it like so? Because there's two of you in one screen. Let me see if I. There you go.
No.
No,
Put it back.
no,
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 it's
that's
fine.
way better.
No,
it's
it's
not.
not. No, go
it's
back
like
the other way.
1, 2, 3.
No, no.
1, 2, 3.
We don't
Gross.
like it.
No.
1, 2, 3.
We
1,
hate
2,
it.
3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Dun, dun, dun. It's a waltz.
Listen, I gotta tell you something. I identify as Black Irish.
Of course, me too. Look at this, I'm like a freaking beast.
Did you see that, O'Shane? You know who she is. Rachel.
I do.
Dolezal.
Yes.
OnlyFans. And
They're all turned into OnlyFans.
What's even more shocking about it is that she was teaching in a public school.
That's only an indicator of how fucked up the education system is because they're not paying teachers enough.
She was getting paid $19 an hour at the school. No wonder she had to be on OnlyFans.
The money is there, man. They're all doing it.
Yep.
I don't
It's
know.
only a matter of
Hairbrush
time
plus
before I do it.
cooch. How much do they make about an hour?
What?
I mean, the OnlyFans. I listen.
don't know.
I'm amazed at how many people are willing to masturbate in public.
It's very. People don't give a
There are a
shit.
lot more of them now, I can tell you that. Because the money is just too enticing. It's just right there. It's easy. I swear to God, porn stars are so ripped off right now because they're like, I was doing crazy shit for years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now people are just taking off their high heels and getting paid for it, you know? It's nuts.
I would
Hey,
do it all.
Dana.
Hi.
You look beautiful.
She
Aw,
does.
Thank you.
In person, it's even better.
She's so striking.
Yeah,
That's the
she's
thing
very
about
striking.
Dana and Emmett, the two of them, man. It pisses me off. They're so fucking photogenic.
Yeah, they're a beautiful couple. Everybody
Yeah,
always
Yeah,
says
they're
that.
photogenic, man.
Yeah. Your wedding pictures look like they're out of a catalog.
It's true.
Yeah, they're nice. We didn't eat for 2 months before that wedding, so
That's what you do. That's what everybody needs to do. You know?
Daniel says I should be on the left. Should I be on the left? Should it be like that? Is that the right way?
Well, that's the correct eye bashers formula.
yeah.
Because when
like
when
it.
it's just a Sheen and I and on it's the other way, I actually like lose my equilibrium if he's on the wrong
It's
side.
your sides of the bed.
Yeah.
That's it.
Andrew Wolkovich says that American cheese was invented during the Great Depression. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. I disagree with that.
Kraft singles? Probably not.
Kraft singles probably don't.
Yeah.
But why do they sell them in the refrigerated section?
So that it's the illusion that it's cheese.
You know what's interesting? Eggs don't need to be refrigerated.
Once they are refrigerated, they do.
Oh.
But
Is
if
that
they,
a fact?
yeah, but if they're left without refrigeration, they do not need to be refrigerated.
Wow.
Wow.
This is
I
the
always
shit
leave
you
them
know
out
when
of
your
the
mom-
fridge.
I leave them in the fridge. Always.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
No, out of the fridge. For
Oh,
me.
out of the fridge, like your butter.
Oh,
Always.
You leave your butter out too?
yeah.
I leave my butter out too.
Yeah.
I used to, but Paul couldn't stomach it
Why?
because he grew up in a house where they put the butter in the fridge. He honestly couldn't handle it.
Does he spread the hard butter on his toast?
No,
You have to.
I do.
You
Right,
break
that's-
it in
yeah.
half.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Angelo, I'm so sorry to hear this news. Angelo Minichiello, good evening, Dirk, to you and your esteemed
Aw.
guest. I was at a funeral. We're so sorry for your loss. I hope it wasn't somebody incredibly close to you. So a bit late to the viewing. Well, welcome in. I hope we can make you chuckle and make you feel a little bit better. And we're very sorry to
Yeah.
hear that news. But look, we've got Dana and Machines in the house on a Thursday. So, you know, hey, Jack, win-win.
Cheers.
Win-win. Do you have a drink, Asheen?
I do have a little Barolo.
Oh,
Surprise,
Barolo.
Oh,
surprise.
wait, your glass looks exactly like ours.
Look at that.
Yeah,
See?
we're all doing
Mhm.
the tumbler
Oh,
wine.
it looks exactly like ours.
Mhm.
Is that Waterford?
Maybe it is the same. No, this is. It looks like I stole this from a bar. I had that nasty habit of stealing. Yeah, it's from Bussola
Oh.
Cocktails. I stole it from a bar. That's what I do all the time.
I
You
do
know, I
that
get a
sometimes
nice
too.
whiskey. I go out for a smoke outside with my whiskey, and I sip, and I get talking to someone. And then I just get in the cab with the.
Oh, with the glass.
I've got a beverage here.
Not
In
thinking
in the
about it,
back.
or you're actively taking the glass.
He doesn't think about it. He just takes it.
Somewhere in between
middle.
both of those in the
Oh,
middle.
I actively steal from restaurants.
I actively steal from hotels.
That I know.
You have to.
That I know.
She says that I know, like it's a problem.
You have to take the slippers.
I don't take
Yeah.
the slippers. I take the wine openers. I have a collect. I don't steal
And you
anything.
don't get charged for those?
I don't think you get charged for those. You get charged for like the iron or
Right. The iron you
iron?
can't take. The television you can't
The
take.
television.
You can't take the bed, okay, Dana?
I did steal a steamer from a hotel once, and I was like, if they charge me, that's fine, because it was the best steamer I'd ever used.
And
And I have it.
did they?
They did not.
Wow.
I know.
I don't know. Somebody came and cleaned my room and took my steamer. Where's my steamer? Where's my
You know
steamer?
when Blondie came here, she had that thing that you hang your clothes and you steam them down.
That's
like
what she's
that.
talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, that was
That's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're great.
Like in a second that everything
Yeah.
was perfect.
For a
There was
suit
there was
jacket?
no work or anything. It was just like that.
Even a shirt. Like if anything, you don't need creases in. They're fantastic.
You know, we did a pretty good job on this wine we don't like.
In 45 minutes.
Not even.
What are you drinking?
Vouv.
The champers? Oh,
Yeah.
Vouv.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's been in the fridge for 3 years.
It's a
Wow.
vintage.
It's
It's vintage. It's aged Veuve. I had it in my cave.
aged in Long Island City, New York.
I actually haven't talked. I talk to Sheen every day. I haven't talked to him in like 3 days.
Weird. Are you
He's
okay?
been-
We
He's
don't
been-
know. We don't talk as much as we used to since we started
Oh,
our
that
show
makes
together.
me so sad.
Wait, did you break up?
We used to talk. Listen, before Eyebashers, the renewed Eyebashers, we spoke
Oh.
literally every day, and sometimes for 4 hours at a time.
Yeah.
As we went about our day, you know,
Right.
as
Right.
it was just like as we moved about our day, it was just he was in my earphone, and that was it. And then I was like, why aren't we doing this
Live.
for money?
yeah.
For money.
For money.
And
Why are
then
we
when we
doing it
started, we
for
stopped
money?
talking on the phone because we don't want to shoot our load.
Wait, so speaking of money, I'm gonna just do a shameless plug because I'm not above it. It is my theory. This has been going on in the background. None of the audience knows this, but it's my theory that whenever I'm on, you make no money. So, you guys
already made
have to
money.
super chat because my self-esteem is in the toilet.
I mean, right on the before we even started the show, Andrew gave us $50. Then
Yeah.
Nathaniel gave us $50.
So sweet.
But you know, just you're being paranoid.
Yeah, you don't look into it too much. He's doing fine. Tomorrow's the big night for money.
I'm not invited.
She
to
wants.
the
She
big
wants
night.
to. Are you still in town?
No. I'm leaving.
When are you leaving?
I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're certainly invited to the big night. Do it from the plane.
You could
Okay.
easily do it if you're on the tarmac. It's a good way to pass the hours. Show enough said, Sheen's wife is the main culprit for no longer speaking to Dirk. Yeah, my wife.
You know,
Like,
she
my
loves him
lovely
and
wife.
cares for him, and she's
Oh,
very
your
supportive.
wife. Oh, right,
Yes.
right. Yeah.
I heard she went to Mallorca. Is that true?
With the 3.7 million.
I heard she took all the money. She emptied out your accounts
Yes.
that you've made from all your investments.
Yes.
You know, the various
my smart
his smart
investments
investments.
over the years. Jesus Christ.
Here's the smarter. I propose a toast. Mm,
Are you guys going to dinner later? I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
jealous.
We're
Where are
going
you
to that famous French restaurant up on Vernon Boulevard.
Oh, you're going there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah. Little nostalgia.
Yeah. You're gonna have to pass your old house, Dana. You're gonna have to walk past that thing. Tear.
I said she could go to the Al Qaeda fruit cart and get some drugs.
Is it still there?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
still right outside that door. Oh my god.
It sure fucking is.
Wow.
I mean, at 3:30 in the morning, if you need melon or weed, it's there.
wow.
That, by the way, was where I encountered your big fight with the ex. Because we were all leaving your Christmas, your wonderful New Year's Christmas dinner
Mm-hmm.
at your house, and he brought his beautiful girlfriend from Italia, and everything was going swimmingly, and something was going on with Brian. I don't know.
Brian hurt his leg.
Brian broke his leg that night.
Okay, not something was going on with Brian. Brian's leg almost got ripped off by a train, and this is not hyperbole. He got his leg stuck in between the train and the platform, and it started.
Must have been really drunk.
It was almost. I don't know if it had just started to move or it was about to move, and people started screaming. But yeah, I don't know what damage he did. I don't know if he broke it, but
he's okay now. He's
okay. Yeah,
this is quite a while ago.
Yeah,
but anyway, we came downstairs just for a smoke or something. It wasn't. We weren't leaving because we live around the block, and his ex, right in front of the Al Qaeda fruit cart, was fucking screaming at him. And we were having such a beautiful fucking night, and she was lovely.
She was fucking nuts.
It made no sense at all. Paul goes, I don't understand. Because she was yelling at him. And, at that point, I understood no Italian or little Italian. And Paul speaks perfect Italian. So he's listening. And he's like, oh, shit, she's jealous over that girl.
Oh, right. Another guest at the...
It was a Mandelo.
Yeah. It was actually it was Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was over the Christmas.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was Christmas. Everything was going swimmingly. But you know what? The problem was that I entered her world. We were together in Italy for the whole time. So I was meeting her friends and her shit. I even met one of her exes who was a great guy as well. And I'm cool with it,
Yeah.
But, she finally came over to the States and she entered my world.
And she wasn't comfortable with it.
And then that was full of little skinny, pretty violinists. And that's not cool, right?
Yeah.
So I had brought her out so it was a kettle boiling. It was a pressure cooker. And it came to a head that night. And she just kept it in until the final moment. And I was drunk. And I said I hadn't seen Amanda in so long. I was like, oh, great to see you. And I gave her a hug. And that was it. Boom.
And which, by the way, her now husband at the time, boyfriend, was there.
He was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of it
10
made
times
any
better
sense.
looking and 10 times smarter. Like,
is she married to him now?
Threat.
Yeah. They have a child. And she's pregnant with their second.
Oh. Yeah.
They're
that's
amazing.
That's the Italian.
Amazing.
And also that's the crazy jealousy that the Italian women have.
Exactly.
And it's crazy. Because I'm Paul's family. I've seen it when the times we've been in Italy, the crazy over nothing.
Right.
Over nothing. Like you lit that girl's cigarette.
The next day we were in the airport. She was leaving.
Yes, she left the next day.
The next day she got a flight out.
Christ.
Because when we went back to the hotel and I was outside the hotel going, listen, this is such bullshit. That's my friend. She's like a brother or something. We don't see each other in any way like that. Even ask her like at all. It's just, I haven't seen my friends in ages. I've been away. And she wasn't hearing it, whatever. Why was I trying to reason with the unreasonable? Whatever.
Unreasonable.
I should have just gone to bed. But anyway, I wasn't barking. I was just like,
Sheen, can I interrupt you for 1 second? So while you guys were arguing, I said, well, what's exactly going on? He said, she's accusing him of flirting with the other girl. I'm not going to, I said her name earlier.
Yeah, you were just
my bad. And I said, well, he wasn't flirting with her. He goes, don't you understand? That's not how it works. She just refuses to accept it. So she was absolutely, no matter what the truth was, unwilling to accept it.
She just flicks a switch. So this is what happened.
Weird. It was so weird.
It was weird.
So we went to bed and she's in a huff, and then I get the text that Brian is hurt.
Oh yeah.
Because of the train.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, is he okay? And then like Judith is, and there's a whole back and forth. And she's like, and you're on your phone texting with someone. I was like, it's my friend Brian who you met tonight that you really liked. He was a nice guy, right? Do you remember that guy? We all played
Doesn't matter.
Trivial Pursuit together.
He's dead to her.
Yeah, it's like I don't care about his leg. And then
I don't care about his leg.
And then Oisin got to his breaking point. I know she meant, don't be such a fucking asshole. Or whatever I said. I said something like that, right? I didn't call her a steaming cunt or anything. I just kind of went, oh, shut the fuck up. Don't be an asshole. My friend broke his leg and I'm trying to find out if he's okay. And that was it. And by the next morning, she had a flight. I actually brought her to the airport. Actually, like a gentleman that I am, I actually got us an Uber and I brought her to the airport.
She probably wanted you to stop her. Did you try?
I never do that because I refuse to do that.
Yeah,
the girl wants you to. The girl wants you to.
See,
stop her.
I think that's fucked up too.
I'm just saying.
Never do that.
I am so glad I'm not into girls.
Right.
Can I just say that? Thank you, God.
You know what?
It's much easier dude to dude because it's like, I get it.
I'm old now, so I don't really give a shit. But when I was younger, nothing made me more angry. Like fire out the side of my face.
Wait a second. Can you do it? Have you ever seen Young Frankenstein?
No.
You're thinking about
flames on the side of my head.
Wrong.
Oh, that's Clue.
Clue,
yeah.
Madeline Kahn.
God, you're the best, man.
Nothing made me angrier than when Emmett went to bed when we were in a fight.
Oh.
Because you can sleep?
Yeah.
I can't sleep.
Paul could do that too.
You don't care.
Yeah, Paul can fall asleep. He's like, fuck it.
No, I'm like this. If she goes, get out, I'll like respect that.
No, you don't leave.
Out.
No.
Okay, I'll get out. You want so you deliberately want me to disrespect you and not get out. No,
deliberately.
Because logic is logic.
You.
Yeah. Because you and I both know that that's not a real ask.
And do I look like the kind of guy who goes, "Oh no, I don't want to leave, baby"?
No, but if you did that,
never.
Absolutely not you. And that's why you're the best kid. Baby, please don't go.
Okay, but let me tell you, I dropped her to the airport. I gave her a hug. And I said, safe trip. And the flight that she got that was absolutely last minute. It was like 4 connecting flights. She had to fly all around fucking everywhere, Europe and everything to get back. But she insisted, because that's the way she was. And then she got back, and by then she had calmed down. And then a few days later, texty. Oh, New Year's is coming up. You know how long it took me to text back?
Yeah, I'm spending it with my new girlfriend.
I didn't. The New Year's night, you know where I spent New Year's night? With Dana and Emmett, sitting watching TV.
Did we sit and watch? Don't make us sound so
you guys,
lame.
sorry. Well, you had the kids.
Where was I?
Yeah, where were you?
But for all
I was probably
she knew,
working and came at midnight.
I didn't answer until the following day. The following morning, at about like 7 a.m. my time.
How'd that go?
I texted going, oh yeah, Happy New Year. So she thought, oh fuck, he was out on a bender till 7. He's woken up and so just to fuck with her head. Because
he was absolutely fucking chicks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pussy Incorporated.
Meanwhile, I was just passed out on your couch at the house.
Yeah. Like the lamest New Year's ever.
Because dull. And she went fucking crazy. And then she flew back within 15 days. She was back in New York again. Give me a break.
You know what?
I was going to propose to that.
She's a sociopath. She truly is. I don't want to forget Andrew Volkovich wrote $10 super chat Canadian for Dana's amazing smile. Parenthesis, I have issues. She has some of the most beautiful teeth I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh,
She looks 21 years old.
Yeah.
Doesn't she?
Me?
Yeah.
You look
God.
21 years old.
Your skin is crazy, Town.
That's really nice.
Isn't it crazy?
Her skin is crazy. She does not have a wrinkle
like somebody
on
did
her
makeup.
face. You know, have you
How
seen
is
those
that
commercials? Anybody
possible?
seen those commercials? Hi, my name is Yavi, and I'm a super queen, and I just did Botox Cosmetic.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Well, you can't see it in
No.
Europe, but it's this queen. He's like a Latina. He's all fierce, and he's actually would be attractive if he wasn't such a big queen.
Yeah.
And he's like, hello, my name is Yavi, and I didn't like the way I looked in a picture. The group picture of everybody was here, and it's like, I got Botox Cosmetic, and he looked so much fucking better with like the man lines and the masculine shit.
Yeah.
Now he just looks like some fucking weird ass mannequin. It's crazy.
It's weird.
What's wrong with people?
I've seen good Botox, but it's
I've seen
rare.
it too, but like he had like I wished I had the straight lines.
Yeah.
Like the George Clooney ones that just go straight, like four of them. William Holden, all the great actors, Cary Grant, they all had
On
like
the forehead like that.
yeah, the perfectly straight ones.
I don't have those. Mine curve. Mine
Yeah,
do.
mine are a little broken.
I've been
up.
editing a
Maybe.
video the past few days. I look 93 years old. I'm like, Jesus, what's
You just
happening?
need a little bit of sleep, and that'll help. That's all you need is a little sleep.
It's all relative though, because I look at pictures and I'm like, whoa.
You don't have a single solitary line.
You don't drink, Dana? You don't drink alcohol, clearly.
No, I do for sure.
That's crazy.
We drink more alcohol now than we used to. I was just telling Dirk this earlier because Emmett can't really drink that much red wine anymore.
Yeah, he's gone off. He told me when we were in Ireland, he was like, I'm not drinking it anymore. It makes me sleepy, makes me fucked up.
He gets super fucked up.
Mezcal is his only thing now.
Yeah.
Where's Emmett O'Malley? Get him on the fucking stream right now.
I mean, he's watching it, I'm sure.
Is he watching the stream? Get your arse over here.
Well, you have to send it to him, don't you?
He's probably dealing with the kids and stuff.
Oh yeah, he's parenting the children. I'm not.
Yeah.
The kids don't need parenting anymore. They're their own people now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. They're like almost adults. It's weird.
It's time for you to send Ella over.
I know.
For time, Uncle.
I know. She wants to come. Maybe this summer.
If you can get her away. Doesn't she have a boyfriend now? That's so depressing.
She has a boyfriend and a job.
Oh God.
Yeah.
The job's fine, but the boyfriend is like
I know.
She told us a story last night and I literally dropped something. Literally. I went,
is it okay to share? Or
No.
Be careful not to overshare.
No. But it was just like what a parent goes through when your children start to come of age and, things you have to grapple with and conversations that have to be said and that kind of stuff. And really all I can say is I'm so glad I'm not a heterosexual because if I had a young daughter, I'd lock her up in a convent.
I was lucky with Lydia that I was away for all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But I'd get the calls from her mom and her mom would make me fucking pay, because her mom was like, this is reality, Oisin, Yeah, she has a boyfriend. What the fuck do you think? She really rubbed it in, like in a fun way. But it was like, yeah. what do you think? And I'm like, oh God. And she's like, it was when wake up, fool, wake up.
It's awful when they start to actually deal with real things. Like I thought it was hard when they were younger and they're crying and they need food but when they start to have like actual problems, oof.
Kids don't have problems until they have to start paying bills and all that stuff and relationships and I mean what is the problem? Oh my God, she doesn't like me.
Yeah, but that's they're feeling these feelings for the first time.
Yeah.
Unrequited love or
your that's first the worst.
Driving. Yeah. Emmett says he's driving.
Andrew Volkovich, $10. We're gonna empty Andrew's pockets again tonight. Thank you so much.
See, but this is what I'm saying. I can't come on.
Emmett is watching the kids without Dana. Will she find him tied to a chair and the kids dancing around him like Indians? That would be fucking funny, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew, very much. Andrew starts at every show with a couple of bucks. Today was $50. Dana thinks that she curses the channel. She goes, the super chats suck whenever I'm on the show.
Except from Andrew, which is really sweet. But I think I'm cursed.
You are not cursed. Everybody's like, where's Dana? More Dana. I want Dana. Where's more Dana? Dana. All the emails are Dana. Where's Dana? I want Dana.
Thursday, and you guys started an hour late, and and they're priming for tomorrow because tomorrow is your big night.
Tomorrow Friday's the big night.
Yeah, that's your big night.
That's when everybody gets crazy. We start at 6 tomorrow too.
Everybody's having a drink on a Friday evening.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you thinking about changing the time permanently from 5 to 6?
No, I put it out there just because, like Andrew said, he's working. Yeah. Some people say they're driving. Some people can't, but the majority, the meter was more towards 5 o'clock than it was towards 6. And I'm still open to moving it around if somebody feels as if a good group of you say that 6 o'clock is better. I'm fine with it. But so far, it seems like 5 is is
Five is
better,
good,
except for Friday night when it's a free for all shit show
Right.
where everybody goes nuts and the Sheen's there and I'm there and it's just crazy.
Well, this is global, so
It is global,
it
so
makes
yeah.
sense. That
Listen, he gets to see a lot of more of the who's tuning in from where, what, or wherever. But I mean, I get emails
I think
from
she
people who
knows
say
what that's called. It's called analytics.
analytics. Yeah, that's the word I couldn't come up
I
with.
think Ada knows what
I
that's
wasn't
called.
gonna say anything though.
Yeah, you could have just said analytics would have helped instead of me go up.
She may have actually come up with the term.
So I mean, I get emails from people say, "Oh, I love your show, but I'm in New Zealand." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You're watching my show from fucking New Zealand? Wow,
That's the internet.
it's mind blowing.
It's the internet.
It's mind blowing. Really, really, and truly is. That people we can put on this little show and have a little chit chat, and people from all over the world, like Dubai. I haven't seen anybody. The 2 guys from Japan watched the show. How crazy is that?
Really?
I got an email from these 2 guys from Japan. We're like, we love your show. Can I do that? I like Baldwin does that in his joke, and it's not good. See, but how is that not positive? Your guy did it last night.
So okay, so
That, by the way, that
Could
guy
be
Joe Coy
Scottish
is
guys
actually very
living in-
funny.
So Joe Coy is one of my favorite comedians, and I didn't watch it, but he hosted the
Emmys.
and I heard he just
It
totally
was
bombed.
the worst thing
he
ever.
bombed the worst way.
But I don't for anybody who actually knows this comedy, which now you've seen it,
yes,
We
I
watched
don't know
it last
how
night.
I don't know how he could have hosted
Because
a
he
show.
can't be, because he does really, really, really dark, dirty Asian comedy
Yeah.
where he makes fun of everyone, and you can't do that on the Emmys.
Well,
they were looking for someone edgy. I think he got the call last minute as
he
well.
did. It
did,
was like
he did.
3 weeks before or something.
Yeah, there wasn't enough time to refine the jokes.
Because someone got
They'd
fired.
already
You
done
said.
the Ricky J.
Yeah,
Really?
the little guy that does the Capital One commercials,
Oh,
the 5'1" comedian.
not Chris Rock.
No, the other guy. I don't know who that guy. He's in movies that I would never watch.
Come on, who is that guy? People.
Who's the short black comedian who's very
It's,
got a big loud mouth?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, it's fucking.
Why can't I think
Oh
of his
shit!
name?
Now it's gone out of my head.
Yeah,
you
I know.
guys, that's infectious.
It's definitely not in the champagne.
Kevin Hart. Thank
Kevin
you, Kieran
Hart.
T. Thank
Yes,
you, Jesus
thank
Christ
you.
Almighty. He was fired at the last minute.
Why?
Fired
It was the
at
Golden
last-
Globes.
It was the Golden Globes?
I don't know. That's what Roar of the Tiger just
Why?
said.
Why would he be fired?
I don't know. I
That's
didn't watch
weird.
it.
I don't know. They're all turned into the
He's
same
really, really
shit,
funny.
right?
He did something.
Oh,
It
did something
turns out he
stupid?
said something on a TikTok or a YouTube or an Instagram way back when, and we're all being punished for past sins.
for past sins.
Yeah.
Wow.
It lives on the internet forever. Ella and Beckett
Oh my god! Don't
Everything
say that.
lives on
They're
the
not
internet.
watching this show, right?
No.
Forever and ever.
Do they know about these shows?
No. Oh, actually, no. Ella does because she thinks that Oisin's number of followers is like, which it is, but it's weird to her because that's her uncle. Yeah.
Oh, she was so mad at me when I was at 5,000 subs, and she called me and she goes, "You have a YouTube channel and you didn't tell me." She was so mad at me
I can see that.
because we're like that. Oh man, I miss those days.
Mm,
You know,
yeah.
those little videos come up of us. I still see her in my head. I see her like that. You know?
I know.
Aw.
And it's so funny. You think those times are, they're not, but you kind of think that's going to last forever.
Oh my god!
And
Don't make me
then-
sad
Yeah.
now.
And then
fucking
all of a
gone.
sudden, ugh.
Then they become like Shay, who watches the show. So I don't know. She's an adult woman now.
Yeah.
She's almost 30.
That's so bizarre. She's a kid in my head.
She's a kid forever in your head.
Yeah, forever.
All the shenanigans, all the
Yeah.
crazy, I've been in the hotel, and blah, blah, blah. She's like a fucking barrister in
I know.
London.
Does she wear the wig? Tell me she gets to wear
I
the
don't think
wig.
she wears the wig. I think you have to she's a solicitor, not a barrister.
Oh.
I think it's the next step.
Right.
But like, this is like my niece. We're talking about my niece who comes on hijacked all our vacations, and it's always been great. And like, she grew up with us in Europe. And now she's on her own. She's got a man.
Yeah.
She's got her own apartment.
She's an adult.
She's an adult person.
I know, it's so weird.
And it's so like, oh fuck, she's gonna go off and have her own life. Fuck me.
I know.
I just remember her as 2015 we're in Fano, 2016 we're here, we're in Sermaglione, all the crazy shit. And
well, that's like Liddy. I mean, Liddy is forever, I don't know, 12 in my head.
Right. That's
and
it.
she's taking gorgeous photos and just being
Lydia.
She's doing the Milan life, and she's
Milan life.
She's a whole ass adult.
26. Fuck. Is she 26 or 27? I can't even remember my own daughter's age.
I feel like she's 27, but I could be wrong.
7. She's 27.
Yeah.
27, Lydia.
I know.
Lydia, I know.
What?
I'm mad.
We're old.
I know.
You know what I always say to Paul? Soon we'll be dead.
You're so glass half full.
I mean, as soon as just going to be I said to you the other day, I said, listen, honey pie, you're going to have to deal with one of us is going to be dead and you're going to have to deal with the other one.
It would be fine if we got older in our head, but we don't. We get to a point and then we stop. And then we think we're 30 forever.
I know.
There's people who are 93 out there who still think they're 30. They're still the same exact
1,000%. You stop. Yeah, you kind of stop mentally. I mean, you continue to learn and et cetera, but
Dana, what do you think of the theory that there's this theory going around famous people stop once they get famous? So if you get famous at 30, you'll always be 30 in your head. But if you get famous at 14 years old, if you're Justin Bieber, you'll always be that 14-year-old for the rest of your life.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Isn't that a cool theory?
Well, I mean, I can see there very much being a before and after, a distinct, your life changes so much. But to just stop, mentally,
always remain that person.
Okay. I mean, Justin Bieber is kind of an example of that.
Yeah,
Justin Bieber was he was in the crowd at the Super Bowl. Now he was discovered by Usher. Is that correct?
Correct.
That's right.
And
so Usher was the guy that made Justin Bieber a thing.
Yes.
And he was there and paid no homage, right? Really, Goose?
So Usher apparently asked him to be part of the halftime show, and Justin Bieber declined because he was just not feeling it.
Fine.
Nathaniel Hannon says $1.99. Peanut butter in the fridge annoys me. I love that.
What?
We have peanut butter. We don't keep peanut butter in the fridge. It's in the cabinet.
Okay, that's wrong.
Is
why
that
do you
wrong?
want to struggle to get it out of the container? And why don't you guys like spreading things in this house? Butter.
No, he just said he keeps it out of the fridge.
Out of the fridge.
Oh, out. Sorry.
Do you keep your peanut butter in the refrigerator?
No, out of the fridge.
No, it's in the cupboard.
Sorry. We're on the same side.
Yeah, okay.
Just
what
keep
the fuck?
it screwed
I just did that
up.
to lighten up that Justin Bieber thing because I just want to smack. I just want to sit down with him and Ellen and say, Ellen, I think you fucked up his trajectory because she blew. Usher discovered him and then she blew him out of proportion.
I'm not talking about him necessarily. I'm just talking.
No, but he's a great example, though.
He's a great example.
He's a great example because of what is it called?
But think of Keanu Reeves. He's a lovely fella and everyone likes him, but he's exactly the same dude
as he was
when he was 20.
I bet he isn't. I mean, he was with a longtime love that died, right?
Did she die? She died. That's
right.
Yeah. I don't think that guy is. We know. I don't think we know a tenth of who that guy is.
Apparently, he's an amazing guy.
Yeah.
Really good guy.
People love him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's completely unaffected by fame and his fortune. He gives away apparently a lot of it anonymously.
Yeah,
he's famous to do a lot of charitable things without any kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, when you see somebody like Taylor Swift, and I'm not going to belabor the point with her. All of her charitable things are so public knowledge.
Yeah, it's just all PR.
It's George Michael gave away almost all of his fortune. No one ever knew about it.
I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword, though, because arguably somebody like Taylor Swift can bring visibility to a charity. Okay.
What the fuck was that?
Was there sediment in our booth?
There's sediment in the Veuve Clicquot. Is that a thing?
That's
the thing. That's a thing.
Never
It
in my
could-
life. It tasted like
It could be crystal. It could
It's
be
crystals.
crystallized.
It's
Yeah,
crystals.
if it was sitting in there for years, it could be
years. It's
crystallized.
been because
How cold is your fridge? Super cold.
super
Of
cold.
course.
Well, then it's crystals, man. It's sugar. You have sugar on your tongue right now. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Dana's got the floor. You guys talk. I'll be right back after these messages.
I'll help her out.
Yeah. You should.
Yeah, you tried to leave me alone like 10
I
minutes
saw
into
that.
the stream,
I
and I was
saw
like,
that.
"What?
I was like,
You're
You
in
guys
good,
are just
you're in
getting
good hands
comfortable.
now.
You guys are just getting comfortable.
I told her, I said, I had a hard time getting used to this, like by myself, but it just becomes second nature.
Yeah, but you're,
No, I'm not.
He was fucking born for this shit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, he's really settling in now.
Yeah.
So I'm obsessed with these, and I don't know how it happened, and I'm ashamed. But you know these fucking talk show things on YouTube and the internet where there's a bunch of fellas on one side and young girls on the other, not young, but 20-year-olds on the other side, and they're talking about body count, and they're talking about how much does a man need to earn in order to be with you, and they're talking about are you doing OnlyFans, and what do you think your kids are going to think about that in years to come? All these stupid shit. And I get hooked. I just got hooked on one today, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm really interested in this conversation. This is bad. So the whole body count thing came up. Like, should you ask a person their body count?
By the way, I've never heard it referred to as that before.
Body count, yeah, you know what it means, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So should you, I mean, it's all over the fucking place. You're clearly not paying attention in TikTok.
I've got
because
shit
it's
to
like
do.
probably half of TikTok. But I was like, I don't know. Like, should you ask someone their body count?
I don't,
Or does
not
it
first
matter?
date. Like,
Not first date, right?
no. I mean, at some point. But
Michaela, you're so right. It's the whatever podcast. That's exactly the one I was
I've
watching.
heard of this.
Actually, it wasn't that. It was a reaction channel to that. But yes, that's the one. You are so right.
I think, like, I always ask people I dated that, but just because I thought it was a funny conversation.
Later on?
Yeah, later on. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
What is this one? Oh, the rotor.
It's California road.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna ask. So somebody earlier said that I had to get the dirt. So I'm gonna ask this.
The dirt on what?
You don't have to say the. You're gonna knock your head. I know you are.
No, I'm not sorry.
You don't have to say the number.
Never mind his head. We care about the watch.
Right,
Exactly.
right. Do you know your body count, Oisin and Dirk?
Oh, dude,
No.
how did you get there?
I'm not asking you to say it. I'm just asking if you know it.
But
No,
can I
no,
ask you a question though about body counts?
Yeah.
To a girl, what does that mean? Does that mean the full
Oh.
Monty?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean like
No.
the like what some president deems as not being sex.
More than 2 pumps.
Oh dear Jesus Christ! Did you just say that? Did I hear that correctly, or did I? Am I
It's from a
stupid?
movie.
Thanks, guys. That's
Oh,
the show. Have a good night.
Wait, I shocked you guys?
I'm unshockable, and you just shocked me. No, does it include like? Does it have to be like first, second, third home run? Is it like a penetrative thing? Is that
Yes.
the body count?
I just said pumps.
Well, then in that case, I'm a virgin.
Oh
It's
shit!
different.
Body
It's
count
different.
0.
It's different in your world.
I mean, in the other world with the other bases, it's like uncountable.
Right. I mean, I don't think that. I mean, I'm sure there are people who have the count of that, but like,
This is like a Ross and Rachel thing, right? Remember that? Did you watch Friends?
of course I did.
No, but do you remember? It got me thinking because I was watching, as Michaela said, it's the whatever podcast. They keep talking about that stuff. Cheers, guys. And
Oh, that's way different.
Yeah,
and
way
I
different.
thought the first account of this I've ever seen on the silver screen of any sort, right, was 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Great movie.
When he is it that movie when he meets Andy McDowell, right?
Andy McDowell's in that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they go to a cafe and he's falling in love. And he goes, they get into the conversation and she says 32 and she goes through them all right there. Oh, he was
Oh.
sweet, and she's like rubbing her earlobe and stuff, and he gets super weirded out because he has a body count of like 3, and
Yeah.
she has 32. And I thought, like, that's the first account I've ever seen of that. That predates you, Michaela, if you're watching. And now it's like it's a topic of conversation across social media. Does it matter? One, does it matter? Right? You fall in love with someone. Does it matter if they say, "Oh, I've slept with 580 people," or "I've slept with 2 people"?
No, I mean,
Is there a difference?
Well,
and when do you ask it, or do you ever ask it? Is it none of your business?
Okay, you asked 85 questions. First, I think it depends on how like comfortable in your own skin you are. You know, like it probably affected me like when I would ask my boyfriend in college.
Well, that's different because you have 583 people when you're in college, then you're just a whore.
Right. Whereas like now, if I were to be single again, if I'm single, that's it. I don't think I would care.
I wouldn't carry that. Did you guys do this? I don't want to miss a super chat because
we didn't do any.
Roar the Tiger, $5. Philippe, the Duke of Orleans, brother of Louis the 14th, was the first to formalize the rules of etiquette. This is something we talked about the other day. Emily Post, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, rules of etiquette are not to talk about how many blowjobs have you given.
Just 2 pumps.
I mean, if that's the question, it's like I would like to let's end the stream right now. Thanks so much. Have a good night.
Wait, what else did you ask, Oshin?
When do you ask it? Should you ever? Is it any of your business?
Oh, is it? Well,
it's none of your business.
It's none of your business.
It's none of your business.
But I ask people things that aren't my business all the time. So, and it's up to you if you answer it. I think you have to be a little while into it to ask that question.
Yeah.
But why should it matter? But like, if you meet somebody and you fall in love and you decide you want to have a future together, should it matter what their body count is?
I don't think you should be asking it with the idea that it matters. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh, what was your favorite restaurant growing up? Oh, how many people have you fucked? I don't know. It's just like a question that you probably would ask someone.
Well, I fucked everyone, but you're the right one.
That's a great answer.
or
it turns out you're the right one.
All those, it took me all those fucks to find you, to get to you, right? Like that was my
journey. Sheen, that's the most romantic thing you've ever said.
I love you so much. I had to fuck my way here
to you.
No, but let me say I think it's nobody's business, blah blah blah. But let me say this, right? So Dirk, you know your Milgauss, brand new with stickers, and Emmett sub.
Oh yeah.
Would it be different if that was you? Like many
to me, no, it wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have thought of it. I mean, I was astonished that it was brand new with stickers and hang tags. Yes, of course. Which even almost made it worse.
Starts with you.
Almost made it worse because now anytime like the viewers are like, oh my god, he dinged the Milgauss, blah blah blah. You're like, it's so like, oh my god, I ruined her, she's ruined now. But meanwhile, had she had a couple of miles on her, I would have been less worried about my daughter going into the dating world.
1000%. So I don't care anything about cars, but I would prefer, if I had my druthers, I'd get a used car.
I love that she said druthers.
You're so precious about these things. Like, oh my god, I dropped a piece of whatever on the floor. Or, oh, it got a little ding.
If I had my way, I still have tape on my clasp.
Do you really?
Yeah. Look.
Why?
Because this is what gets the bulk of the shit.
That looks so.
I don't give a shit. It looks like, okay, hold on.
That looks terrible.
So look at my Speedy, right? So look at this. Look at it. See that? Look
I know. That gives it character.
All right, that's okay for this, but I don't want any fucking character on the Milgauss.
It's like fuck character.
You should see this. It looks like my grandmother's couch.
I had a better piece of tape, and I actually bought some special tape, and I don't know what I did with it. But right now, it just really looks fucking.
Wow. Michaela, I think being authentic with your true feelings. If you care that a girl has a high body count, you can pretend not to care. But if you have to accept, you'll possibly always be bothered by it.
Oh,
yeah.
She goes dark.
Michaela, dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's so many angles to this. Like various girlfriends. The thing, oh, you're in a rock band and blah blah blah, and girls throw themselves at you. So and I was always like, listen, you're better off with a dude like me because there's no mystery to it. The dude who works in the office who's sexually frustrated is much more obsessed with staring at girls' asses than I am because I've been to the end of the rainbow, kids, and there ain't nothing fucking great about it. So I'm like, so I'm not going to stare at the other girl's ass in the bar because I worked in that sushi place. I'm not going to fawn over sushi.
Did you just say that?
Yes.
Do you use like sushi as a euphemism?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, the euphemism as in, okay, so
it doesn't matter. Even if you didn't mean it as that euphemism, what a terrible choice
is
of
that bad?
situation.
Sushi.
Well, if I was down at the docks at the fish market.
Okay, the steakhouse or that cheeseburger place or whatever.
Because it's just meat.
Because it's just meat. I'm using all the wrong fucking. I'm freaking digging a hole.
A grocery store.
If I was in the florist,
no, but you know when
lilies,
a lily.
No, you know when you speak to like a waiter and you go, what's good on the menu? And they lie because they've had everything on the menu and they're sick of it. They're sick of the sight of it.
That's not why they say it. They tell you the most expensive.
Do you want to know the truth of the matter of being a guy who works in restaurants? Because you ever work in a restaurant?
Of course I did.
Okay. I've never had anything on the menu, nor has any waiter in a restaurant, mostly because they don't feed you one, or they give you a family meal, which is gruel.
Well, that's a terrible chef and general manager.
But that's generally how it works. When they're like, "Oh, have you had the pheasant under glass or the Chateau de Filion?" Blah, blah, blah.
But you should have tried everything on the menu.
They mostly don't. Mostly do not.
Wow.
So like, oh, they recommend the most expensive thing on the menu every time.
Yeah,
because they want the biggest tip.
Because they're okay.
Unless you're in maybe like the Bernardin.
Well, Oshino, to your point, the thing I think that would be worse is a virgin as a girl get a virgin and you're not.
Well, yeah,
that's worse
frightening. I've been there, by the way.
I never had
I've been there plenty of times.
I've been there and it was really bad.
Did you have to be like a mentor?
No. It was a traumatically weird experience.
And which is worse, knowing or not knowing?
I didn't know. And then I was like, oh,
I didn't know either in a few of those occasions.
And it all made sense?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I was like...
No, because then they obsess. Then you get the fucking letters sent to your house and shit like that. Then it gets bad. Yeah.
She's lesbian.
Oh, the like stage 5 clinger.
Yeah.
The virgin who immediately falls in love with the person.
So we all
exactly.
Who was your puppy love fixation?
I'm not going to say his name.
Why not? Just give it a first name.
Emmett's watching.
No, I don't care about Emmett.
Who cares? I don't care. Who cares?
No, actually, my first is a diplomat, so I'm definitely not.
He's a diplomat.
Wow.
How old were you?
No, not at that time.
Oh,
he became one.
Now
Steve.
What?
Just a first name.
Oh, Eric.
Eric. Okay. Asheen, who was yours?
Who's my first what?
Who was the person you fell in love with and had your puppy love crush on that you thought you were going to die without when you were young?
Oh, I've never had that.
Oh my God. How is that possible?
I've never had a person I thought I would die with and be
No.
forever.
Die without.
Like
an unrequited love, somebody you had a crush on that they were older or
Oh wait, was I supposed to say someone I wasn't with?
I mean, I had a crush.
Oh, that's not, you didn't say it was unrequited.
You know when you have a puppy love crush on somebody?
Of course.
I'm not thinking you're having the rides with that.
Oh.
Because you're young. Puppy love is when you're a kid. Sure,
I've had that.
I misinterpreted that question.
Teachers.
So you slept with the
female
diplomat.
teacher.
Yes.
Oh, well, then.
She slept with her fucking diplomat. God damn it. She's hardcore.
No, I'm talking about when you're growing up and when your heart is so pure and you think of just everything like rolling in fields and we're together forever, but you never get that.
It was never unrequited. No, I'm just kidding. I can't think of who.
I was a slutty teen, so I know what that means.
No,
can we be honest? Like we're always like that about the people that we don't get to be with.
Right.
You know,
Right.
right?
Yes,
It's the
yes.
one that we never. It's
That's the ones you
remains-
pine over. the ones you
remains
never
out,
got.
out of reach. That's the
Yeah.
one that remains. There's a certain part of our brain reserved for those people. We ever get there, they're moved over to the other part of our brain, and that is, oh shit,
Could it be? Yes,
they
it could.
snore.
Something's coming. Something good.
Who was yours?
I don't hope they don't watch this show.
First names only.
First name's only
Yeah.
They'll
Ray.
turn back on you now.
Ray.
He's a priest
Ray.
Ray. No, that's
Shit.
just Ray.
because he was an altar boy and he loved his priests.
I know.
But my priests were just like the
He's
straightest.
like, can you
not-
molest me?
no one
please?"
even attempted to molest me.
You're like, God damn it!
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was,
You
I
know
listen.
what's
I was a
crazy?
mature kid, and I was like up for the game.
How did when I said 2 pumps send you guys over the edge? But
I
then
just
this
never
is
heard that. I just never heard.
I
that
never heard that
before.
term before, and I was just like, "Oh my god, is that?" I couldn't figure out if it was a euphemism or if it was just.
I'm just thinking of
unbelievably
guys
fast.
in court. You know, Your Honor, it wasn't rape. It was only one pub.
oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean the fun version of that, not the SVU version.
I don't know. Like I like I said, I had an affair with a 40-year-old when I was 14 and a half, 15, and I
Yeah.
started it. It was the whole thing was predicated on me.
I don't know
And
that
while
you
like
started
the
it.
legal system will say no, I was like, I was the complete Svengali puppet master of that thing.
Wow.
Sorry, I was 40 when I was 10.
I believe that. I
I
believe
was.
you were 40 when you were born.
I was.
Came out smoking.
You know, it was just I wasn't interested in like, the Boy Scout campfire kitty things.
Well, you were, but for the
No, I
counselors.
wanted a man, not a fucking boy.
Oof.
It's like I wanted to go for the real shit. And then I went through the whole thing with the girl thing, but that was very brief.
Did you think that you liked girls?
I had a girlfriend in high school.
No, I know, but were you trying
She's
to
out there
make
right now.
it?
Hi, Ro.
Were you trying to make it happen, or
Yeah, I was trying to make
Were
it
you
happen.
dressing her?
No,
You're like, no,
I
honey,
mean,
wear
were
that
you-
other skirt. That looks better on you.
No, she was so I can talk about her because she's cool and we're very good friends. She's also Croatian, and she's beautiful and talented, and she was in a band and she was a singer also, and she thought she was Joan Jett, like that was her thing. So she had like the pixie cut with the eyeliner, and she played a Gibson L6S. She played like really cool, like a Les Paul Jr. Very she's very fucking cool. And then, she wound up becoming a lesbian later in life. And, this just kind of worked out naturally.
Oh, the
And we had a
titties.
So it worked out. But that was basically like she was my girlfriend.
I know, but when
and one of the most beautiful girls you'll ever see. She's fucking gorgeous.
when I said, were you trying to make it happen?
Yes.
I mean, were you trying to force being
Yes.
heterosexual?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
totally.
You
Yeah.
already knew.
Oh, I knew.
Yeah.
I knew. Always knew, but.
When
You're
did you
trying to
know?
undo
Oh,
it.
I always knew.
But like when?
Bill Holden.
Jeez.
I mean, movies, TV. Like when shit does shit, like the first time you ever saw Marilyn Monroe or
Right.
like, some, whatever that first thing is that a boy sees or a girl sees.
And gets a tickle in the pickle.
Yeah, tickle in the pickle. You go,
Yeah.
shit. And for me, it was Bill Holden.
Wow.
William Holden. William Holden.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I was just like, that just does way too much for me. Then it was, various other film actors and sports authorities.
Like who?
That I can't talk about
Oh, okay.
online because that's kind of real.
Wait. See, I don't know if you guys will answer this.
Go ahead.
When did you lose the V card? How old were you?
With a girl?
With anyone?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Me too. Me too. 15.
Sluts.
Yeah.
15 years old.
Huh.
And I'll tell you where it was. It was in Steve Rossetti's house.
I don't know who that is either.
Jesus.
Who is
I'll
that?
never forget. He's a childhood friend of mine.
Oh, I thought it was like some famous.
We were at a
person.
party and it was at Steve Rossetti's house. Oh no! It was at Anthony Smedili's house. Oh my god! And I'm very
These
good
names.
friends.
These names.
I'm still good friends with Anthony. By the way, I don't know if Anthony watches this show because I've told him about it. But if in this life that I've had, my friend Anthony Smedili, who now authors DVDs and stuff for big Hollywood studios. He does like all the technical work. He is the funniest, most amazing person. And we talk so rarely, but when he does, he leaves me the funniest fucking messages where I almost like pee because he's so funny. But he used to be the kind of, we all went to his house. And so yeah, that's where that went down. It was not Steve Rossetti's, it was Anthony's. What about you?
I've been thinking about whether or not I can answer this with a teenager who could possibly find this.
Oh, well, you don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I can't answer
You were 21.
I was married.
You were married.
Never mind that I had a 2-year-old child.
It was sanctioned by the diocese.
There you
go. Listen, you know, I mean, everybody's journey is going to be different. You know, when you're
did you just say journey, Oprah?
Well, no, I did. Because, you know, everybody's life is going to, you know, happen at a different, you know, wavelength. It's just the way it is. When you grow up in a farm, like I said a million times ago, you know, back in the day, 100 years ago, people were being married at 14, 15. That was when you were ripe for the picking. And that's the second you had a menstrual cycle, you were ready for marriage. Like every other species in the animal kingdom. We are the only ones because we are this evolved, completely, you know, judicial system where we've made rules for each other. But we naturally, listen, once puberty happens, you're horny, man.
You're horny as fuck.
Yeah,
the horniest.
It happens.
Yeah.
That's dark, right?
I don't know where to go.
Once you hit puberty, that's our main. Ready? You're horny.
Ray
says, Dirk, stop. Just a bit of weed just came out of my front bottom and wine out of me nostrils. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, listen, I'm not going to belabor the point, but when you're a gay dude, like sex is way too available. And it's so indiscriminate too. It's like you look crooked at a guy on the street, you're behind the lamppost, you're in the fucking jacks, you are in the hotel bar. It's so easy to it's way too easy. The park, the car, the park house. There's sex everywhere. It's so easy to get laid.
This is the only thing that's wrong with homosexuality with men.
Is how much sex we're allowed to have?
It's two men deciding this.
Right.
Like, you should have the balance of a woman going, ew, you're gross. But there's none of that.
You might walk away from the sex and say, ew, you're gross.
What?
You might walk away after the fact and go, ew, that was gross.
Oh, right. Right, after.
You have to find
and that should form your opinions for future encounters. Sometimes, like I told the story a couple of weeks ago, whereas I was going to my dad's bar, and I was the cleanup guy, I was the porter, and it was 5 o'clock in the morning, and I had to pee so bad. I was waiting for the train. Got on, and I've had your chocolate, so that's what this is about. And I finally get up to the stop where my dad's bar was, and there's a men's room in the place, and I'm like, oh fuck, thank God. I crack open the door, and there's like, it smells like murder. You're like autopsy, dead squirrel. It was like the worst smell in the whole wide world. And there was like 5 or 6 gay guys in there cruising, and I just went and threw up all over the place and ran out of there.
Oh, gross!
So bad.
Like
what in the world? What in the world? Like, I don't care how horny you are. Go home and masturbate. Why in the world would anybody want to hang around in that cesspool of murder?
Yeah, or find a dude and just literally anywhere but there.
What is that? And that apparently was how it was, like, but in the generation before my time. And I'm like, oh man, I literally threw up right on the spot. I looked around and went,
it's just, yeah, you need a female sensibility to balance things.
I mean, you know what the thing is? It's like with because the libido of men and the, it's like milk, juice, bread, cat food, dog food, blowjob. I always used to say that. That's how guys think. That's like the way guys think. Like, it's like a dog. Eat, pet, eat, pee. Like, guys think milk, juice, bread, cat food, dog food, blowjob. Things I just need to get done on my way home. They don't mean any more or less than the other. They're just so
Actually, no.
insignificant because guys don't think of like a blow drum as like some kind of cataclysmic thing. It's just gotta get that done. It's like
Not true. Come on.
Weird.
It is true in a lot of ways.
So weird.
I mean, I've met a lot of married guys at the bar, and I'm like, woo, child, if your wife only knew about that. A lot of guys think that way. It's not as important.
Aware.
It's not as important. Whereas, like, intimacy, like I always said, it would be way worse for you to have a great makeout with somebody else than would be for you to do the dirty dozen.
Or to like the emotional affair.
I don't
worse.
Right.
No affairs. I would much rather you just put them up against the wall and gave them a bit. Oh, is that what that means?
Two pumps.
Is that what that means?
No.
I had a girlfriend once years ago who was like, just don't fall in love with anyone.
Oh,
I'm like,
exactly.
Fuck,
That's
Jesus, you're
it's
fucking
way
evolved. That's crazy.
That's
shit.
so evolved. It's very evolved because sex really doesn't mean that much. Because for you to say that I'm enough for one person for 30, 40, 50 till we're dead is really, it's a crazy idea.
So
that's completely concocted.
So you don't think that we're meant?
No, I think monogamy is a great idea, but I don't think it's realistic.
Good on paper, bad.
I think it's good on paper.
It's like communism. It's good on paper, but
it's like communism is great on paper. It's like, oh my god, we're all going to be together. We're all sharing the same things. We're going to be perfect.
Yeah.
And
but it's not going to work.
Then Oleg says, "But I want more.
But I want more.
But I want more. Wait, the silos here we can also sell not just grain but also diamonds." Yeah, it just doesn't work. I just think that if people just took that out of the equation, that's a modern construct. That, like, the Greeks and the Romans, they were like fucking everybody going home to, and Plato and all those guys, they all had like little boy lovers and little girl lovers. I just think it seems and it took me a long time to evolve into that because I was one of those, like, my God. But like passionate kissing or like meeting in hotels to make love, that would destroy my soul.
Right.
That's way worse than I shagged him in the stall in the Jacks. Gave him a good rogering in the fucking hallway. Yeah.
A rogering.
Yeah, a good Roger. Right. It meant nothing. I just gave him a Roger.
So if you had your druthers, he would just give a good rogering.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to go and do that, just make it a spontaneous, anatomical kind of urge thing, as opposed to like, I've been pining for you, like love letters and that I wouldn't survive.
Right. Yeah. That's heartbreak.
That I wouldn't survive.
I had an ex and she was very like, oh, it's just sex. And she wouldn't judge other people.
Who are these
women? We know who that one is.
Wait, I don't know
Kendra too. You met her.
Oh, I didn't know that was.
Remember we came over one night and we were like the worst people to be talking to about this stuff because we were so jaded, and she was like, but that turned me off for a lot because I was like, okay, that's cool. Can't wait till I have to fly over to Italy, see my daughter for a couple of weeks, and just kind of know that it's just sex. It actually kind of was.
Oh, look at you!
Yeah, it was a bit of a turn off.
Yeah, on the other side of the coin.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, no, because I'm not like that. I'm not a just sex. But the fact that she was so cavalier about that, I was like, well, all right. Well, now I know. I'm not going to hold it against you, but I'm also not going to hold anything else against you physically anymore. I'm going to walk away. But then, you do you.
Yeah.
And then like months later, what was wrong? Why did you never call me anymore? I'm like,
it's so funny.
I don't like mini inset him. Can you fix that? I don't like it.
He's done that.
I know, but you can undo it, can't you?
I kind of.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't like the mini.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Feels like I'm watching like a highlight in a sports show or something, and it's a sheen.
Yeah, jealousy is also the grossest thing in the whole wide world. It's like, you know what people always say, what's bullshit? I'm like, I hope so. Because whatever, listen, we've been together for 35 years. You know what? It's like, that's not like the sexiest fucking depot in town. It's not. There's not a lot of fucking, because I always say sex is for really young people, because when you're horny and you're excited and you want all this and you want all that, it's like, everybody should have that for as long as they can have it.
Sure.
They should, because it makes you feel, it actually gives you life. It gives you purpose. It makes you feel good about yourself. And when you don't get that at home and somebody's constantly like, honey, you're the most beautiful, sexiest thing, I just can't keep my hands off you. And that might be true, but it does wane over time, because we take people for granted.
Yeah.
We do. We take people for granted.
Oh.
Somebody asked me about the watch
question.
You guys keep talking. I just
No. He's got the.
I'm actually so sad that because I didn't plan to be on. I should have brought my. How do I say it?
Your Tissot.
Tissot.
Yeah.
Is it Tissot?
Tissot.
Or is it Tissot?
It's Tissot. Tissot.
Okay, those are different. What is it, Oshin?
Tissot.
Tissot.
Oh, it is Tissot.
Tissot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What? Because French people, when they're having sex, don't say "we." They go "wah, wah, wah, wah."
Gross.
Where did
I don't
you
even
leave
want to
your
know
Tissot?
what the tiger says here. He says, a friend used to visit NYC subway men's rooms during the mid-70s. He died early from the scorch. Yeah, dude, you want to know why all the gay dudes died from the plague? Because of the crazy type of it was just indiscriminate, ridiculous. I'll tell you a funny story, and I'm not trying to bring you down in any way, shape, or form.
I'm going to tell you a funny story. I'm not trying to bring you down.
Okay, so you guys know what the High Line is, right?
Probably not.
The High Line in New York City.
I do. I don't think
the
all the
High Line
do.
in New York City is an abandoned railroad elevated line. It's in New York City. And it's an elevated train track that goes from a couple of miles in New York City. Well, before it became this beautiful park and recreation and blah, 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 it was dilapidated, unused, and filled with gay dudes having sex. So a friend of mine, back in the day, we went out to some bar. This is probably 88. And he said, I want to show you something. And I was a very young person. And he took me up to the thing. And it was just an absolute orgy and it was huge up there. Think of the High Line without any of the beautiful topiaries or the sculptures. It was just
nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Weeds. And everybody was just doing it. And this is like
understand that.
This is way post AIDS. So like, thankfully for me, I came to prominence after the AIDS epidemic. Otherwise, I could have been dead too. But people didn't know any better. And that's why when he talks about the New York subway system, because it's very hard to untrain people when things are available to them.
Sure.
It's like all of a sudden, if somebody said, well, the internet is now $500 a month. You're used to Googling everything on your phone. Like it's impossible. Like I used to get tick all over town. I could go to Avenue A and get it. Now you can't get it because there's the possibility that you could die from it.
Yeah, of course.
And it's true. It's really scary. So that's really scary that you mentioned that.
Carrie's in the room. She's not happy.
Yeah, you have violated Kennedy Code sex talk. Oh yeah.
This is like when I'm watching this and Oshin starts to talk about something. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I know. It's because I grew up in the Irish family where you don't talk about it. I didn't specifically say a lot of stuff, but obviously more than my sister needs to hear. But yeah, it's true, because in my home, in my Irish Catholic home, that conversation never occurred.
What about in yours, Oshin?
Sex?
Yeah.
Well, mom and dad they're very cool. They're cool parents.
Yeah, I can't see your mom like shying away. I could see her talking about it and you guys being like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, what, them talking about it? No,
well, not talking about their own, but just talking about sex in general.
Oh no, my mom and dad were very, especially my mom, very relaxed.
You're right.
It was the best thing. That was our house was the place to hang out. Sure, the friends would come over. And this isn't sex, this is about cigarettes, right? But my friends, I've told the story 100 times, but it's still funny. So, sorry, I did that again. So friends would come over because, we're teenagers and they all want to smoke. And none of us smoke cigarettes. Emmett smoked for a while. And
he did, for a short time.
He still smoked.
No.
But we never gave a shit because they never gave a shit.
Right.
Smoking was always a rebellion. All the friends had to rebel against their parents, and it was always verboten, right? So they come over, and we'd be in the front room listening to records, and my friends would be there, and they'd be like having smoke, and then knock on the door, and they'd be like, "Oh fuck," and they'd hide it,
Yeah.
and the door would open, and my ma would poke her head in. "Sorry, kids, has anyone got a light?" And they're like, "Oh my god, your ma is so fucking cool." Like,
Sure.
our parents were cool parents. They were very chilled about that stuff, and there was no. I never picked up any hang-ups or any weirdness about that, apart from the fact that they fell out of love 30 years before any of us were born.
But falling out of love is a different story than not being sexually attracted to your partner.
Or at least my ma fell out of love with me. Probably that way around. But
do you think that that's true?
Yeah. I mean, it was a classic. It was the Irish divorce. The Irish divorce is you get separate beds, or you just turn the other way in the bed. Like there was no such thing as divorce in Ireland.
No,
right.
My parents had separate bedrooms for most of my
there was no such thing. It was like you fucked up and now pay the price. You're stuck with that person now till the day you die. That's the Irish.
But here's the thing: like sleeping together is not a reward. Emmett and I have the largest bed we could find. Sometimes we'll like reach over to the other one to say goodnight, and we can't touch each other. It's the dream.
Oh, you have a California king.
We have a gigantic bed. I don't want to know he's in bed with me. When I'm sleeping, that's me time.
Right.
I know. Isn't that sad? Me too.
No, it's not.
We haven't slept together in the same bed in ages.
It's not sad. I mean, honestly, if we had a spare room, I might send him to it.
Yeah, absolutely a thing. And Ricky
Gervais around too much. I
great marriages.
When Emmett's drunk,
is separate bedrooms and separate bathrooms.
Is that what Ricky
separate
says?
Bathrooms.
Ricky says separate bathrooms for sure.
Paul would die for a separate. You would die for a separate bathroom, right, Paul?
Oh my god!
He said, "Oh my god!"
So they could just separate those worlds.
He would kill for a separate.
Do you know what
bathroom.
Emmett wants? Emmett wants his and her kitchens.
Oh,
really?
Oh my god, him in the kitchen. He's like, everyone get the fuck.
That's me.
Out.
Oh wow!
But
are you not? Are you like everyone join me for this communal experience?
I don't mind if people are around. No. But when you're jointly cooking the meal, so like whatever holiday,
jointly cooking the meal, he wants to kill you when you say that, right?
No, but it happens. Like I make the sides, he makes the meat. But for some reason, I have to make like the stuffing in the bathroom because I'm not in his kitchen. So that's his dream, to have separate kitchens, but he would like separate bathrooms as well.
Listen, I've had your food and it's very good. Emmett is an exceptional chef. He is though, but
my heart.
No. But you like, come on, have you had Paulie's mac and cheese? It's good.
No, I haven't. I didn't even know that.
No, you know why? Because he doesn't fucking make it.
Well, because you won't let the kitchen.
I don't let anybody in the kitchen. I would let Emmett in the kitchen because I have like.
Yeah, but he would kick you out.
He wouldn't.
Yes, he wouldn't.
No, we have. No, because I think we have mutual cucina.
That's some heavy controlling shit right there. Can't you?
First of all, my kitchen was so small. If I won the lottery and I had a big fucking kitchen over.
Dice carrots.
I think part of it is Emmett's a fucking tornado in the kitchen, and so he needs to know that space is available for him to spin to. And if he spins to it and you're there, it's like
there's someone in the way.
I can't have anybody in the way. I don't want you to help me. Go away. Sit down, drink wine, smoke cigarettes, have a great time.
Wait, I want to know what the audience thinks. Do you want separate kitchens, separate bathrooms?
I don't want separate kitchens. I want my own kitchen. I want no one else. I have never asked him to cook for us ever. Have I ever asked for you to cook? No. Because I love it. I truly and utterly love cooking.
In the background, giving you all the right.
He's in the living room.
He's a sidekick on a late night show.
I want to cook. I enjoy it. I love it. I don't expect it. He fulfills our lives in other regards. He does not need to cook.
Yeah, but get the
other regards. Ooh, that sounds great though.
He does. He's
that sounds like more than 2 bombs.
He's got other talents.
Sounds like more than 2 bombs. Way more.
Let me tell you something. He's way more talented than I am.
Well, then you have to cook, and that's it. That's
just saying.
You know,
Wait, I wanna see what people are saying.
separate
There's so
house.
many. We haven't.
John
because-
Doe's a separate house 1 mile away.
Yeah.
JBB separate zip codes.
Yeah.
Carrie says separate bathrooms always, never shared a bathroom with either husband's.
She never did.
Gross. Oh,
Yeah.
look at you, all
She
spoiled.
never did.
Con Air separate houses.
Yeah.
Hit the apex. Bathrooms, yes. Kitchens. No,
That
would
I agree
I
with.
would agree with that.
Yeah.
Just stay out of my kitchen. It's my kitchen.
Yeah,
fuck
roof
you.
is separate house. Look, everyone's
Ooh, child.
People are dark. I'm into it.
Separate bathroom, big
Yeah,
pop up.
definitely.
Hell, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Uh,
mind a
you
she
now have
shed.
separate
Have you heard of
cave.
these? Have you not heard?
This is a response to the man cave.
Yes, it is.
No, because girls don't need it because everything's the she shed. Man do need a place to go. Oh my god, I need to jerk off alone.
Well, no. When you have kids, not everything is the woman's. You're thinking about just a couple in a house,
The she shed. I remember the State
I don't know
Farm
what a
is
she shed
there.
huh?
I don't know what that is. What is that?
A
She
she
shed
shed?
is like a man cave for a girl.
But
oh,
but generally, the she shed is actually a separate building. It's like a casita that she can.
Casita, you live in Southern California.
I
Stop
know,
it.
I know, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, for sure.
For sure. I said for sure.
A
last night.
casita. What is that?
It's a thing. It's
And
in
the
like
warm smell of casitas rising up through the air. Is that what that is? That's a southern, there's a Mexican term, right?
Hotel California.
It's a yeah, I know. A casita is like I think they're also called mother-in-law quarters or something.
It's like a lean-to for your
Okay,
lady
here's
friends.
actually why I'm calling it casita, because I grew up where that shit didn't exist. And then I got out to California and there's houses in real estate ads with casitas. I didn't know you could have like a separate house with your house,
Wow.
but that's a she
But what
shed.
do you do in the casita? What happens in there? I mean, the man cave is always like beers, pool, table tennis, or
Ping
movies.
pong.
Yeah,
Pinball.
movies. Yeah, well, let's watch our favorite, concert and beers, man. And
Guys
dark.
have I love you, man. Rush
Yeah, all of that.
posters.
Rush posters, air guitar to Rush, right? And probably video games. A lot of video games, right?
I feel like in a
But-
she shed, I've never had one, but I feel like if you had one, you probably like arrange flowers.
I'm trying.
And-
For me, she shed sounds like a place where like everything's made out of frosting, and it's
Are you knitting?
But there's probably
in the 1890s. You are
there's probably a vibrator or two in there. I don't know.
Fred.
Who named their
My friend named her vibrator Fred.
Oh, that's
So
terrible.
I've always thought of that as Fred.
You should at least be like Jacques.
Jacques, because you want a French lover.
I mean,
Would you like a French lover?
Huh.
French smell? They got bad BO.
I don't
No
like.
offense to our French.
I don't like Italian men. I know that.
Mm.
Too short, too small of feet.
No, they're just gross. They're just like they're perverts, and they're.
You know what Italian men are? A lot of talk and no action.
Oh, is that true?
They're like, mama, mama, mama.
That's like in New York, though, when like construction workers catcall you. I always wanted to turn around and be like, "You want to fuck? Let's go do it right over there."
Do it
So-
right now.
Let's
This
do
is,
it
he
right
wouldn't
now.
He wouldn't be able to do it.
No,
this is a
Like-
conversation I've had with Mary Ryan 1,000 times. And, she's my other BFF. She was there before you, but she hasn't outdone you. But she misses catcalling. She says, you know what? The one thing that really saddened me about getting older is that the guys don't catcall me anymore. And I said, didn't you ever feel bad about that? She goes, no, I used to love it. It used to make me feel good about my day. Whereas most women have
really
in the
upset.
spectrum have really gone on record saying it's grotesque. We don't like it,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. But is it really bad when guys from a construction site go, hey,
no. I mean, I never minded it. And actually, now that you said that, I'm like, shit, that hasn't happened in a while. But I didn't mind it. I just always wondered what their end game was. Like,
there is no game. There's no
Okay.
game. They just want to acknowledge you as being a sexy mamita. That's it.
It's so
Nobody's.
weird.
There's no victim or predator. They're just like a bunch of dumb
didn't-
guys going, "Oh my god, you see that chick with the giant boobs? Oh, holy shit! Woohoo!" That's generally all it is. It's as Donald Trump would say, it's locker room talk.
It would scare the living bejesus out of them if you turned around and went, "Okay, lads, let's do it. Let's all go."
Let's try.
Who's first?
All of us.
Yeah, who's first? Line 'em
JBB,
up, boys.
$10 just putting the
Down,
line.
down, 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 down. Down, 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 down,
Why is
down.
it? Why are we fucking
Okay,
a Shania
boys.
Twain?
Okay, boys, right? Isn't that walking by the construction site, looking like a real sight? I mean, that chick kind of revolutionized fucking sexuality. Like Madonna thought she did, but she didn't because she made
No, I
it
think she
elusive. and bullshit.
did. You're looking at it with the lens of Madonna today too, because it's like, ugh.
No.
Oh,
Well,
just
yes,
stop thinking
but
about
like
it.
Shania Twain was so gorgeous and still is.
Yeah,
But she was just like, "Come on, boys." She's like, "I'm owning it."
it was more. Yeah, it was definitely more subtle than Madonna.
It was way more subtle. Madonna was very tired.
I think Madonna's was more like, let's take this conversation out of the kind of like Jer, like it's fucking out there. Like let's just get it out there. It's
Do you know about
fine.
the sex book?
I do.
I own it.
I'm looking up there, but I don't.
We all
see
know
it.
about it.
But
Okay,
I know you have.
So like the first
You
words
should
is
burn it.
the first word. No, it's worth like thousands and thousands of
Then
dollars.
sell it. She's garbage. and
Somebody
she
just
always
said the
has
boob
been.
is kicking in. Are we drunk?
No. I was a little buzzed for a while. Now I'm totally sober.
We
The
don't-
first thing in this is she goes, "I like my pussy. I like to look at it in the mirror, and it reminds me." That's like the first. That's the way she sets the tone. Whereas
Yeah.
I think that's just like so absurd because somebody said it. It was George Harrison. We're watching clips last night on YouTube, and they were talking about a movie called Shanghai Surprise, which starred
Mhm.
Madonna and Sean Penn. And the director was, I think it was Terry Gilliam or somebody like that. And George Harrison was the executive producer. He paid for it. And they're like, "You worked with Madonna?" He goes, "Well, I tried to." And like he's like, "Well, what do you mean?" He goes, "Well, it was a comedy, and she has no sense of humor whatsoever."
Right, I believe
I mean,
that.
yeah,
And
I
that
believe
is so absolutely, that's the one thing. If you encapsulate somebody like her, I think with Shania Twain, she was having so much fun with sex.
Yeah, but and it was so much more subtle and ladylike.
It was ladylike and
Yeah.
cute, and it's like you didn't get forced down your throat. Madonna's like, "Oh God,
Yeah.
please, enough already."
It did get tired.
It's tired with
It's
Shania
definitely
Twain.
tired now.
You know, because she was able to transcend this. She had all the sexy, cute little things with the muscle boys, but then she'd throw a ballad out there,
Right.
and like and I think she's actually sold like 200 million records.
Who, Shania?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure she has.
She's up there.
Wasn't it still in the heyday of like selling records? Like now you can't.
Oh yeah, she's the tail end of that. Garth
Right.
Brooks, Shania Twain. She's by far. She's even a bigger seller than Dolly Parton. I think she's the best-selling country artist in history.
That tracks.
I believe it.
Speaking of country singers, did you see that Toby Keith died?
Oh yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about it the other
Oh,
night.
did you?
Yeah.
Hold
Sorry.
on. Speaking of country singers, did you hear that Beyonce is now a country artist?
Oh, we were all
God.
over it last night.
Oh my god, we watched it last night. So I got the answer also. So I don't know if anybody's seen the videos.
We watched
the
them last
music videos for her 2 country songs,
Yeah.
but it is 3-second shots for each of them, a single 3-second shot that plays over and over and over again. So I wrote to a friend of mine who is the biggest Beyonce. It's true. Her
With my hairy cleavage.
she's wearing some sort of weird getup where her boobs don't have nipples, but
Yeah.
I wrote to my friend to ask why are the videos like this? It's like something's wrong with my TV. And they said that no, they're not videos, they're visualizations. What the fuck is a
It's
visualization? Is
just
that a
a
thing?
song with a clip that goes around and around. So,
Yeah, it's
Round
like
and around.
play it. So it's
Same
like a
thing.
lyric video that just has the lyrics.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least that's just a picture. Just do a
Right.
picture. Why a 3-second? It made me feel like I
But
was
is
going
it country
crazy.
music?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's like
Why is she going country? She's trying
because
She's
she
looking for
hasn't
that money.
won album of the year, and it bothers her
It
and her
bothers
husband
her.
so
She's looking
much.
for that.
They are so upset that this woman has not won album of the year, considering the fact that she worked so hard with 3,626 other people to write the songs from her record.
Should we close the
Yeah.
door? I can hear Paul.
They can't hear it.
Oh,
I can kind of hear it, but not.
Can
what he's-
you?
oh, can you? I
Not
thought it
what
was
he's
coming through my
saying.
headphones. I don't know.
I mean, it's there.
Beyonce is not. Listen, Beyonce is not an artist. I'm going to say it right here. She's a woman. She's a beautiful,
She's a
beautiful.
marketing engine.
She's an amazingly beautiful lady who
She's not
can
that
sing.
beautiful.
She can. She's a
She
beautiful.
what?
She's a beautiful girl.
She's not that beautiful.
I think she's beautiful. I
She's
think Sasha
gorgeous.
Allen is way more beautiful than her.
Yes.
Don't
Sasha
you?
Allen's gorgeous. We weirdly, not that Sasha Allen's going to see
Watching her
this,
last
but
night.
we weirdly went off on this whole binge of Sasha Allen. She's
Last night.
unbelievable. She's been on Broadway and things. Now. Like, people
not,
know her.
not. She's like, I've seen her not so recently. I was in the Hard Rock Cafe. By the way, I got hit on the other night. Every time
Tell us
in the
everything
Hard Rock
about this
Cafe,
experience
it's always a bunch of women. I
from
guess
Central America.
No, not necessarily. These were Austrian women this time.
Oh.
And I think what it is, the Hard Rock is like they go there because they don't know what to order in an Italian restaurant. They see the Hard Rock and they're like, "Oh fuck, let's just get a burger and a beer," you know. But they're in Venice and they've been looking at beauty all day.
That makes me so sad that there's.
And they don't have a man. And next
It's
thing
hard
I
to
wind
in
up,
Venice.
I'm sitting at the bar by myself and I'm a fucking target. This is the third time that's happened. It's like if I wanna get a look.
Okay,
at
wait. I have
Hard
a bunch
Rock.
of questions. Why were you at the Hard Rock?
He goes there for burgers.
I go there for burgers. It's the only decent burger in town. Italians do not know how to make a burger. It's beyond them. They have no fucking clue. They make the best cuisine in the world. They have no clue how to make the simplest, stupid sandwich in the world. What's he doing?
It's really tight in here with two of us.
All right.
I'm typing to Paul because he's like, "Don't we have a reservation?" I'm like, "We don't have a reservation. We don't have a reservation." I'm not gonna type it.
You don't have to type. You can just yell it.
I can just yell it. It's part of the charm of the
I
show.
don't remember how I started this fucking thing. Anyway.
I don't really get Beyonce at all. I just think she's very lucky that she has more Grammys than any other artist in the history of Grammy Awards.
Oh yeah, I saw Sasha Allen on the TV. That's it in the Hard Rock.
At the Hard Rock? Why?
Yeah, because she was on stage with the Rolling Stones because she sings with the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, she's in the Stones.
Live.
That's right.
And
That's
she's
right.
put on.
Ray
on Brown's stuff.
Mother!
But when
Just a
she
shower.
sang with us downtown, like at Ulysses, she got on stage,
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my dear God, that's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my
She's
life."
also
And she had
otherworldly.
2 kids already by
she's
then.
pregnant
She's
again.
pregnant. She's otherworldly talented too.
She's an amazing singer, and I'm in that face. Oh my!
I
The
know.
God.
face, she's like a doll.
And she doesn't age.
How old is she now?
She's black.
She's older than me,
Black
I
don't
think.
crack. She's younger than you.
No, older than me, I think.
Yeah,
Right,
definitely.
but just by a couple of years. But I mean, I've known her for however long, and she looks exactly the same.
Is she still with the same guy, that writer, that producer dude?
I don't know, actually. I'm not
Mm.
sure. For anyone who doesn't know Sasha Allen, Google her.
She was on The Voice.
When she did the
And
voice,
she's a-
she was stunning.
She also was
But we're
on
10 years,
Broadway.
15 years later now. It's different.
Yeah, but she's done Broadway. Now she's with the Stones.
She's been with the Stones for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the Stones saw her on The Voice and then recruited her
Probably.
for that song.
It's like Queen and Adam Lambert. They
Right.
just snatched them off a talent show.
Yeah, yeah.
it's so weird.
That's how it works now.
Yeah.
It's like dating apps. You get snatched offline. I like that. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Yeah, I'll fuck that. It's atrocious. Anyway, it's Mr. Bad Gas $4.99. We're like way over the thing. We got to go to the restaurant. Mr. Bad Gas $4.99. Bang! My garage is my man cave, as are most garages, including your husband's.
Yeah.
All my toys just add stereo, leather chair, and whiskey.
Whiskey.
Spells whiskey without the
It's a man cave.
without the e. Don't you find whiskey without the e weird looking?
Yeah, that's the Scottish way of writing it.
It's the
Yeah,
non-Irish way.
yes, non-Irish way. You guys are finishing up soon, so I'll piss off and let you guys finish the show
Yeah,
together.
we're gonna close out. I'll see you
Okay.
tomorrow night on
See you
the
tomorrow
the
night.
big boy show, as we call it,
Yeah,
on Friday
the
nights.
madness.
Thanks for coming
Yes.
in and making it. Well, we went an extra hour because of you.
Hi, Dana. Can you
Good to see
do me
you.
a favor, Dana? Can you age, please? Because this is making me depressed. You're like 25.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
so
it's
sweet.
ridiculous.
What
You're
is
checking-
happening?
You're
Now stay
checking
in there.
something
I'm
out.
just going to close it out. You stay on the show. I'm just going to close it out. I'm just going to thank everybody. Nathaniel Hannon with $50. Nathaniel Hannon with $5. Jim Lassick $4.99. We got the Nathaniel Hannon again with $2. Andrew Wolkovich $10. $10 from Andrew again. $5 from Daniel Gutierrez. Roar the Tiger. $5. Daniel Gutierrez $2. Thank you so much. JBB $10. Just putting the lie to Dana's theory. I don't think I see this before, and I am so apologize for not getting to it earlier.
mentioned
Mr.
that one.
Bedguess $4.99. Guys, thank you so very much. This is iBashers Dirk Weekdays. Tomorrow is the classic Bashers with that guy. And not her, but that guy over there, and we're going to be doing our usual format of all times. iBashers, all things, anything you want, just bring it to the table. I'll be back with you on Monday with Asheen and Michaela for Watch Fashion Police, and back on Tuesday for Dirk Weekdays. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming on in. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on in and making everything so special. Everybody really loves it. And you're a beautiful and talented and exotic thing to have on the show. And all the guys love it. Right, guys? You all love it.
Thanks, everyone.
So remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And don't be a dick unless they're a super...